Project 1000. I'm very excited to have you guys here. It's an honor for me to have you guys here, and I'm gonna be taking a part of this big project called Build, and I am very grateful to be joining the team because I know it's a big thing, and I'm representing a part of the United States that it's still not big, but still is the word because we'll make it big. So Puerto Rico, it's a big market where we can grow a lot, and Samuel and I we're joining right to take this opportunity and make a big deal out of it over here in Puerto Rico. It's a big market, and not many people are joining this because maybe they don't know about it. So that's why I'm here, and I'm bringing you guys along. I have a team of people over here that are interested. I want to make people feel welcome and join the Project 1000. So I'm gonna be going at it, in English and in Spanish because a lot of my people are Spanish speaking. So I'm going back and forth. So bienvenido familia. Bienvenido a Build. Esto va a ser un proyecto bien grande. Para los que se unieron y los que se están uniendo todavía, saludos, bienvenidos al Proyecto 1000. Básicamente es una oportunidad, ¿verdad? Unirme a este proyecto, lo estoy haciendo en colaboración con Sammy, lo estoy haciendo en colaboración con Jessiel. Esto es algo bien grande que básicamente es oro, es bien valioso y tiene mucho espacio para crecimiento en Puerto Rico, porque ahora mismo nadie está metido en esto y es algo que pues a veces toma atrevimiento tomar el paso, porque a lo mejor muchas personas no ven la visión o no la entienden o no están al tiempo. Y pues a veces estas reuniones y buscar personas como ustedes es lo que hace falta, porque con ustedes es que todo esto puede crecer. Y no solamente el grupo crece, la compañía Build, ¿verdad? Crece, pero sino ustedes como personas crecen también, porque esto es para más oportunidades de crecimiento para todos ustedes. Así que en el día de hoy, ¿verdad? Me voy a estar comunicando con ustedes sobre este proyecto bien grande, pero quiero darle el agradecimiento, ¿verdad? Primeramente a Dios, pero también quiero, ¿verdad? Poner aquí para que ustedes sepan con quiénes estamos reuniendo, ¿verdad? Es bien importante que estas cosas las llevemos a motivos profesionales para que ustedes sepan que esto de verdad es lo que es y para que no hayan dudas al final del día. Yo le estoy a ustedes brindando una oportunidad de ganar sobre $5,000 mensuales y mucho más. Pero para que ustedes me crean, porque no es que no me crean, pero para que ustedes me crean, pues pues, traigo conmigo una persona que les va a hablar con ustedes. Hoy es un hombre de familia, un veterano militar, es autor de un libro, Pies sobre los hombros. El hombre ha ganado más de 7 cifras y ha sido un empresario exitoso por más de 30 años. O sea, este hombre es la leyenda. Y él se había retirado, pero ha vuelto del retiro. Él ha vuelto del retiro a esta industria porque le vio una magia, le vio algo que no había visto en hace años. La razón por la cual él vuelve, él está volviendo porque él ve algo grande. Así como él ve algo grande en esta compañía, él ve algo grande en nosotros. Él ve algo grande en mí, él ve algo grande en Yesiel, y él ve algo grande en todos los que están uniéndose en esta llamada. Este hombre ha hecho un montón de cosas y ahora mismo no se para de cumplir metas. Y así mismo como él sigue cumpliendo metas, nos va a ayudar a nosotros a cumplir más metas, ¿verdad? De hecho, él tiene una meta, ¿verdad? Aquí en Puerto Rico de ayudar más de 10,000 personas a generar más de $5,000 mensuales. Él junto a mí y Yesiel vamos a estar llevando a cabo este proyecto y no nos vamos a cansar hasta lograrlo. Samuel Bean, de verdad, es honestamente una persona, un hombre bien grande en esta industria y él está aquí presente con nosotros para ayudarnos con esta oportunidad. Lo más que yo aprecio de Samuel, ¿verdad? Es que me está dando la oportunidad, no solamente a mí, se la da a Yesiel, me la da a mí, y aprecio eso porque a lo mejor no mucha gente ve algo en mí, pero él tomó la molestia y se acercó y me dice, mira, Isaac, vamos a trabajar juntos, vamos a meter manos, y se está moviendo porque él ve algo grande en mí, en todo mi equipo. Y mi equipo que está aquí presente también entiende también el valor de eso. Así que, I'm talking about you, Samuel. Without further
I
ado,
know.
you got your Vice President of Sales, Mr. Bean. Take the mic, man.
Okay, so definitely, I'm excited about being here, guys. And when it comes to this thing, this presentation, I'm going to do this in English, right? And so the cool part about it is this: we will have one done in Spanish as well for all the people who are here who speak, some Spanish or all Spanish. So just stay here for the energy, right? In the here, right? Just stay here for the energy, right? But I'm excited because I have a young gentleman, 22 years old here, and this will be a time that I get excited because I get a chance to take someone and work with someone uh, who is very ambitious, hardworking individual, has a great work ethic, very coachable, teachable, trainable, and he's taken this challenge, really really personal. We had a conversation on Thursday, and he said, "You know what? Your time is valuable. I know I won't be able to speak to you next week, so we're gonna do it today. We're gonna do it Saturday." And I said, no problem. So he made phone calls all day yesterday. And he's going to take the same conversation, the same presentation, and he's going to be doing presentations for the whole entire week. And next week, we're going to have another one. Right. And then we're going to have another one. We're going to have another one. But you guys are the first. Okay. You guys get a chance to see it before everybody else gets a chance to see it. Yeah, you guys will get a chance to see what we're about to do in Puerto Rico, and it's going to spill out of Puerto Rico and go global. Okay. Project 1000 is where we will take 1,000 families in Puerto Rico and we will help them get to an additional $5,000 a month in income on top of what they're doing. And that's residual income or trading income. Okay. And so I really want you guys to pay good, close attention to what I'm going to talk about, and you'll see what you are first in place to see and how you can position yourself before everybody else. Okay. So I'm going to pull these slides up for you here. Okay. And so as far as Puerto Rico, I really enjoy, Puerto Rico. Every time I go to Puerto Rico, I let my hair down, I work on my tan, right? And I enjoy the music, I enjoy the food, I enjoy the beaches. And I just believe that, you should be able to do that every day of your life if you chose to. And success is a choice, okay? Life and how you live it, right? When it comes to productivity and wealth creation, that's a choice. Okay? And now, when you look at access to better tools and access to things that could put everything on an even playing field, trading does that for you. So when you look at trading, the company you're going to hear about today, okay, Build Trading Academy, we're going to marry, the best traders that we have in the industry, okay, with technology. And so you'll see that it's embracing education, innovation, and automation, okay? And one of the things I want to say right away is that, guys, I am not a financial advisor. My wife and I have done extremely well in life. We've made seven figures in three different industries, right? But nothing in trading, where we actually traded for people. Okay. So we're not financial advisors today. And all this information today that we're going to share with you is going to be for entertainment purposes, educational purposes, and informational purposes only. Okay. The company Build Network and Omni do not guarantee income or financial results of any kind. Trading involves risk, and past performance does not guarantee future success. Right. Participants are encouraged rather to use discretion and seek independent financial advice before making trading decisions. Okay. And as you can see there, do not ever give anyone your money to trade for you. And we say that from experience, bad experience, right? And so we allowed people who were supposed to be experts to trade multiple six figures for us, and they end up losing it or walking away with it. Okay, and that's a long story. But had I learned how to trade when it was presented to me as an opportunity, um, I wouldn't have been in that situation because I would have been the one that was handling my money. Okay. And so I want to put you guys in that same position so you don't make the same mistakes that I made. Okay. The Build Trading Academy, this is a phenomenal place with phenomenal leaders. It combines experience of master traders with the genius and simplicity of our automated trading app, Einstein. Okay. Trading can help you build your own economy. And so when you look at what's going on, around America, right? You have a lot of people who are being affected by the economy, by the president, the administration. A lot of things are, factoring on why people are having a tough time economically. But that's why we're here, because the Bill Trading Academy was created so that people all around the world, guys, would be able to take control of their finances and insulate themselves from the uncontrollables like COVID, government decisions, layoffs, tariffs, rising costs of living, and more. As I talk about it, I know JCL is the person who introduced ITech to the company, and JCL is an entrepreneur who learned how to trade. Okay, and he took the proceeds from his trading to open up companies. One of the companies that he opened up happens to be, affected by the tariffs. So the cost of the materials he had shipping into, Puerto Rico were so expensive that he can no longer make profits off of it, right? And so now he's basically working upside down. He's running a business that's now costing him money as opposed to making him money, right? And if it wasn't for trading, he would be in a
Mr.
very
Bean,
bad place. Yes.
your slides are not moving.
I haven't. So is it still on the Bulls?
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. So if it wasn't for, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. But if it wasn't for him being able to trade, guys, he would be in a bad place. Okay. And so you have COVID. A lot of people learned how to trade during COVID, but even more people chose not to. Okay. When 30,000 companies closed their doors and 2 million people went home because COVID, basically put them in a position where they couldn't go to work in public, a lot of people lost everything. Okay? The people who learn how to trade, however, they learn how to make money from home, and they never had to go back to work, right? And that was a beautiful thing for them. So we just want to make sure you guys have income insurance, right? So if anything was ever happen to you again, trading would be your income insurance, right? But why should you learn how to trade with us? Okay. You can trade from anywhere around the world. You can trade from your bed, from the bar, right? From the bath, from the beach, from the boonies, right? But you can trade as long as you have a cell phone or a computer, you can trade with no boundaries. Okay. We've accomplished and seasoned traders in multiple asset classes. Okay. And when you do this, when you're looking at trading, you're trading to build a true retirement account without paying financial advisors to do it for you. Okay. Also to generate revenue, to fund investments and other business projects like we talked about a moment ago. And it's also so simple that your children can learn. Okay. A lot of things that, we do as adults for a living, our children don't want to do, right? And we don't want them to do because we're having challenges. And so a lot of our children are looking at us saying, you know what? I want to do my own thing. I want to be able to do something from home. I want to be able to do something fun. Right? I want to be in control of my life. I don't want a boss. And that's what trading gives them. See, my parents didn't have the opportunity to learn how to trade. It wasn't afforded to them. But me, I have a 17-year-old son. And my 17-year-old son is learning how to trade right now with my wife. One of our master traders, Donnie Pips, his 11-year-old son trades. And as a matter of fact, 2 weeks ago, he had a trade where he made $925 on one trade. Okay, $925 is what a person would make, an average adult who works 40 hours a week would make in a work week. Okay, and so we want to put our kids in a position, our children in a position where they have access to this skill. Okay. So also to begin this, to make sure you create a profit center to fund and support, the economy under your roof. And then lastly, to become the bank so you can actually leverage your money the way the banks do. So most people are not familiar with how banks work. And when you open up a bank account, okay, when you're signing, the contract, part of that contract is a power of attorney and the permission slip. Okay, which means that when you put your money in the bank, they put your money in the market. They start to trade your money for themselves, and they get big returns on your money, but they only pay you pennies on a dollar, right? And so they make 300%, 5,000%, depending on how long you leave that money in the bank. And at the end of the year, they give you less than 1%. Okay. And so when you actually learn how to trade, you can get those returns based on the skill set that you develop. Okay? So the whole entire world, guys, the whole entire globe has access to forex trading. And you know, as a company, we've been doing this for a long time, and some of you are here kicking the tires to see if you want to do business with us, if you want to learn how to trade with us, and quite frankly, we're here also to see who you are and to find out if you're a good fit, you know, for our program. Okay. And but when I do understand about business and the industry right now, trading, it's a male-dominated industry, and when you look at what's happening now, though, there's a big shift where you know women traders have actually grown by 20%. Okay, and right now that's because a lot of women love security. Okay, when you look at security, what gives you more security, right, than you being able to trade and make the money that you want to, you know, for your family. Okay, there are a lot of women out there who are seeing other women and even themselves, you know, lose jobs because of downsizing, right? Lose companies because of tariffs, lose governmental positions, right? Because of administrative decisions when it comes to the government. You have people who are working right now for the government. They have what we call a good government job, right? But they're not making a dime. Okay. But I know one lady, Dr. Arlene George, who's in Maryland. She's a part of my trading academy, right? This young lady is actually trading, even though she's a doctor for the military. She's not getting paid from the government, but she's getting paid for her trading efforts, okay? And her community that she's building here with the company. Okay. But college students, a lot of it's like I said, it's is 22 years old. He knows kids that are coming out of high school. He knows young men and women who are coming out of college, right? And that's the trading generation. That's the AI generation, right? And that's what this age demographic wants to participate in. Okay, financial professionals, entrepreneurs, trading communities. You know, some of you guys have people who are in other trading communities. They're going to want to be a part of this when you hear what we're offering when it comes to our technology. Okay, social groups. You know, you got to think about, you know, all of you soccer moms who are here, right? And all you dads who are part of father stroller groups and other football groups for their sons, and but they're now getting together and turning those social groups into trading groups. Nobody really wants to trade by themselves. They want to be in groups where they can learn together, they can encourage each other, right? And they can go out there and they can build a vision. And some have an understanding that when they make enough money together, they can invest together. And so, again, guys, we just want to make sure that when we're out here communicating with people, that we start with people who just want more out of life. Okay. So, when it comes to the traders, you're going to meet the Trading Academy traders. These individuals are unique, and we've handpicked these people based on who they are, personality, what they bring to the table, the skill set, diversity, and everything. You know, we have, you heard the voice of the beautiful Roxy Castellano earlier, right? And she is actually one of our options traders. As a matter of fact, she was the first trader that we had in the company. And then you have Donnie Pips and yeah, JCL, who you'll hear from later on, and the others that we're bringing on board. Guys, they have most of them have trading communities already that they actually train in. But you have backgrounds where you have some who may be seven figures quant traders. You have one that may be a black belt in Six Sigma when it comes to trading. Okay, we have people who've made seven figures, multiple seven figures, and have turned that money into businesses and other investments. Okay, all of them are exceptional. They all either speak English or they all either speak Spanish, but they have futures, options, and forex backgrounds, and they all trade most pairs. So again, these guys are extremely powerful people who put us in a position where we don't have to worry about the people who are coming into the trading academy learning. They're going to learn if they show up. They're going to learn if they apply what's being taught. Okay? And here are the foundational trainings, the trading essentials, and the tools and software. Okay? So when you start to trade with us, you go to school, right? And you start to learn, you're going to be able to introduce yourself to gold and other major pairs like stocks, options, as well as futures. You're talking about how to use charting software, how to use trading view and draw a chart, basics of technical analysis, trend and retracement, supply zones and demand zones, demo trading, all of that stuff, along with the essentials like how to make a trading plan, candle chart by time frames, patterns of an inflection point, right? Trade psychology like scalp trading, intraday trading, swing trading, and live trading. Okay. When we look at the tools and the software, guys, you have a lot of people who have technology, and a lot of the technology out there doesn't work. You have some that does. Okay. And then you have the best of the technology that's out there. So when you look at the technology that we have here, guys, Einstein is probably the smartest technology out there globally. Okay. The Einstein scanner is one that's programmed by Donnie Pips, and he's the author and creator of the E3 strategy that's been used globally, globally recognized, and it's also been used in many companies around this industry. Okay. And so that technology, guys, it's just so smart that we had to name it Einstein. You got to ask yourself, you know, imagine having the smartest piece of trading technology in the world making financial decisions with you. Okay. It could do it for you, but just with you while you're learning, while you're growing. Imagine that. Okay. So, but the Einstein scanner, how does it work? You look at Einstein as your personal trading assistant. Okay. It identifies high probability setups and trade setups that line up with what you have been learning. So what you're learning from Roxy, what you're learning from JCL, what you're learning from Lex, what you're learning from Donnie, it's going to line up and it's going to validate what you've been seeing in class. And that's, guys, it's nothing better than that. You don't want to gamble when you trade. You want to be on point. You want to be on purpose, right? But it doesn't just send out alerts, which is what some people who are lazy want. And there's nothing wrong with that. If that's all you're going to do, that's all you have time for, that's fine. Okay. But when we're talking about legacy, impact, something that you can teach someone, you can't teach somebody how to just push a button. Okay. But it empowers you guys, to trade with confidence by pinpointing winning trades through data driven signals. Okay. It's like riding a bicycle with training wheels. Okay. Now, Omni. Now, when you look at Omni, okay, so are my slides not moving still, guys?
It's not moving.
No, sir, it's
No.
not moving.
Really? Okay. Let's see here. Okay, can you guys see it now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I talked about Einstein. I talked about how Einstein works. Okay. And now we're talking about Omni. Okay. So when you look at Omni, and it's still moving, correct?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Awesome. Okay. I don't know why technology does that, but this is the thing I come to understand about life. And some of you guys may understand this. Anytime you get ready to do something big, you're going to be confronted by violent opposition. Okay. If you're going to be doing something small, nothing ever gets in your way. So I'm okay with that. All right. But when you look at Omni, what is Omni trading? So Omni trading is a technology platform that can mirror advanced algorithms or live professional traders, to execute trades behind on execute trades based on predetermined and predefined criteria. Okay. This platform has been global for a while. Now we just brought it here to the US, and it's the first app of its kind that's allowed to mirror trade and auto trade for you. Okay. So that's a special thing. That's exclusivity, right? And it's designed to minimize human intervention and capitalize on market opportunities faster. Okay. The thing that you understand is like the benefits. The benefits are its speed, efficiency, and the reduced emotional bias, which means that it protects you from yourself, right? When you're left to your own devices and you're left to trade on your own, you may make a costly mistake. And if you make that mistake, it may put you in a position where you get emotional about it, fearful about it, or upset about it. And now it just messes the rest of your day up. Okay. Well, the more this does for you, okay, the less emotion, you have to worry about, because now it's all about the technology. It's all about your disciplines. It's all about the rules and strategies that you're following. Okay. So Omni gives the power to the people, and it gives the power to the people through control. Customers have full control of their accounts and the ability to trade how they want. Okay, it's not a one size fits all. You must do it the same way as everybody else. We want you to feel comfortable because this is your money. Okay, this is your future. Okay, but you can also pause or stop a trade without waiting on the algorithm or the expert to do it for you. Okay, you also set your risk levels and trade in multiple rooms to mitigate your risk. And we're talking about multiple rooms. We're talking about multiple asset classes or multiple trade strategies, multiple algorithms or multiple traders that they're not all in the same room. So now you have all of your eggs in multiple baskets. Okay. You'll keep track of the trades executed and watch your accounts grow. Okay. And you'll choose and connect with any broker from the list of authorized available brokers and those that will be coming. So why use initiated automated trading is, why user initiated automated trading is the future of trading. Well, one, when you look at just globally, 60 to 80% of all trades made today, guys, are automated. 50% of US equity trades are algorithmic, and global algorithmic trading market projected to grow $20 million by the end of 2025. Okay. That's huge. So it helps you unlock and tap into the $7 trillion a day Forex market, which runs 5 days a week. Okay. But it also gives you the benefit, of being in a market where it has the least amount of required capital to get started, and it gives you the most amount of leverage in the market when it comes to, per dollar investment. Okay. But it simplifies trading with turnkey solutions that are on your phone, automated and user friendly. Okay. So why it matters? Growing demand for data-driven trading is huge, and scalability and global adoption is huge as well, guys. We're in a busy age right now. It's not just our kids that is demanding our time. It's these jobs that are not paying you enough, to live on. I know for a fact right now the cost of living in Puerto Rico um, is expensive. I know that you can't work at a fast food restaurant and make a living. I know that you can't work on minimum wage in Puerto Rico and make a living, right? And so when you understand that, that means that now you need to have two or three jobs, okay, or two or three gigs, or two or three businesses, okay. But when you have a skill set that can make all of those irrelevant, that you can now replace that one, two, and three jobs with one skill set. Okay. That's why you need to rely on that skill set and also rely on, these apps and technology as it's coming out. Okay. But Omni does the trade execution in real time and the trades of successful traders and provide real-time automated execution from for our community. So allowing our individual users the ability to activate their own trades. Okay, so Omni can also mirror master accounts using algorithmic trading and execute them instantly for our community. So you have the market data, goes to the algorithmic analysis, goes to the buy and sell decision, and then the trade execution. So Omni, guys, as we're wrapping up here, Omni is basically as a community. We trade together, we win together, okay, and that's important. And we're all here to encourage each other. We're all here to teach each other, and guys, we're going to do amazing things and impact lives around the world, with each other. But in order for that to happen, it has to be very, very simple. Okay, so in a few steps, simple steps at that. You offer private automated trading experience to your community. It's as easy as one, two, three. Okay. Number one, create an account. So you'll download the Omni admin app from your app store and create your account in a few steps. Number two, set up your strategies. Okay. You'll connect the master account from any broker and establish subscription price that we have available to you. Okay. And then number three, you'll start trading. You'll post your trades to the master account, and all customers' accounts will execute the same trades. That is, okay. So one, two, three. Now, the thing that I really like about this, and most companies don't post this because they really and truly are not qualified or certified to do this. But if you look at that fine line, it says Omni and its affiliates are registered as a commodity trading advisor, CTA, and introducing broker with the CFTC and are members of the NFA. So these are credentials that other companies wish they had. These are credentials that when people do their background check on Omni, they see, oh, Omni is certified, they're authorized, they're actually on the website of the NFA and the CFTC, right? They're in their database. So it makes a person feel a lot safer knowing that they are doing business with a valid company. Okay. Now, as a perk, as you know, I don't have to tell you about holidays and travel because you live in one of the most beautiful destinations around the world in Puerto Rico. You live on the water, right? And so but you get a chance to travel all around the world in other beautiful places, and you get a chance to do it at a discount because the company Aventi is giving you as students of the Trading Academy for free, right, access to their portal. So you'll now have your own private wholesale pricing booking engine that you can go to any time of the day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and book whatever you want to book, wherever you want to book it. And you'll have up to 70% savings on your hotel stays and resort stays, 4 and 5 star hotel and resort stays for 2 and 3 star prices. Over a million properties globally, over 3,000 discounted curated trips. And every trip is a tax deduction. So for those of you who are business-minded people, you're taking vacations, you can write it off. But for those of you who travel for business a lot, that is, you should never travel for full price. You should get a discount on everything you do everywhere you go. Every time I travel 2, 3, 4 day trips on business, I'm saving 200, $500,000 on that trip. Okay. So for those of you who have family members that like to travel as well, they don't have to be a member. They don't have to trade with us. They can just get the membership access for $29 a month for you. Right. And that $29 a month, you know, it covers everything that I just listed here that you have access to on the same level, and including, and I don't have it here, the annual vacation. Guys, you get a vacation of 4 or 5 star day, a 4 or 5 star vacation every year on your anniversary. $4,000, $5,000 value. Okay, and guess what? They do too. So for less than $350 a year, your family, friends, colleagues, associates, they can have access to that portal and have their own as well. The curated trips, the 3,000 wholesale trips that are prepackaged already. Here's just a couple of them that you can see. Just like beautiful 7 day at Dubai for $705, Thailand 7 nights 549, 3,000 locations globally. And one thing that we want to do is we always want to help our students. Okay. When I look at the studies, there are a lot of universities out there that they pay referrals to students, right, for referring other students to attend their campuses. Imagine having a 4 year degree or a 2 year degree or whatever, and you don't have to get a student loan for it, or you don't owe anybody any money because you're paying for it based on you recruiting, for the university. So University of Central Florida, they have a golden feather cash referral program. All right. They have Arizona State University tuition discounts and cash referrals, and all the way down to the University of Texas at Austin, top recruiter program recognition and incentives. They're paying people, not just in the US, but globally, to refer students to their university. Yeah. And I say that to say this. They want people to attend. They want the numbers up. Right. And we want the same. We want this trading academy to be the most impactful and most admired trading academy all around the world. Okay. And we're willing to pay people to help us do that. We already have the best of teachers when it comes to all of our traders. And we already have the best of technology when it comes to Einstein and the Omni app, that you can actually use in Puerto Rico without KYCing and getting an address in another country. Okay, you can do that in your backyard without problems. Okay, so imagine being able to go to the academy every month without having to pay the actual tuition. And that's what we're offering you, on top of you being able to make enough money from referring people to where you can take that money and you can fund your trading accounts and continue to fund and add more and more money to your trading accounts, guys, and build up something real special. The limit, when I say there are no limits on this thing, guys, how big you can build this is endless. I'm talking about just life in general, when you have that skill set, have that technology, and you now have the resources with no excuses. Yes, that's what today is. Today is the day that we take everybody's excuses away in Puerto Rico. We are going to put people in a position where they never have to worry about money again as long as they live if they see the vision. Okay. And so Itzhak is bringing people to the water, but he cannot make them drink. Okay. And so this is very, very important. So as we wrap up, how much does it, cost to actually be a trader or a trade student here? Build $199. And with that $199, you get access to live training, the foundational training and trading essentials as well. Okay. Build Academy, the Forex education, option education, futures education, digital asset education. You don't have access to Einstein or Omni though, but that's fine. We are meeting people where they are. We know everybody's not rich. You have to start somewhere, right? So you get your 199 packet. That's all you got. And you learn how to start trading today. But okay, when you want to get the elite builder or the apex and you don't have the money, just start referring and just start doing what ITSEC is doing right now, right? We're building our trading community and you're going to get paid to do it. So you may as well build your way toward the elite pack or the apex pack if you don't have the funds. Okay. It's not an embarrassment not to have the funds. It's an embarrassment to not do something when you don't have the funds. Okay. So for that 499 one time, you get everything you got on the basics, but you now have access to the Einstein scanner for the Forex market. Okay. Only. But you also get 3 strategies that come with that on the Omni platform. So on the Omni platform, you can have an algorithm or an actual trader trade on your behalf in 3 strategies. Now, in other apps in other countries, you're going to pay anywhere from $150 to $200 a month per strategy. So you're looking at anywhere from $450 to $600 a month normally. Right now, this is a very introductory promotion. So it's $499 one time, but it's only $150 a month. Okay. So that's cool. That's for you, those who get started. That that introductory price, like I said, it means exactly what it says. That's going to go up once we get the market penetration. Once we put people in this thing where now we know everybody knows about us, that's going to increase, but not for the people who got in first. You'll be grandfathered in at this price and at this tuition, monthly tuition. Now, you have the Apex Builder. This is the top of the charts. This is the elite of the elite, but it's inexpensive. It's only $999.99. Okay, you get everything that you got for the elite builder, but instead of just having Einstein scan the Forex market for you, Einstein will now scan the options, stocks, futures, and crypto market for you as well. The gold pairs, the oil pairs, all these different things, right? The GJ, right? All the things that's so sexy when it comes to people who want to trade, that's going to scan that for you. Then you have the Omni platform where you have the algorithm and or the trader, right? Depending on, and a mixture of both with the ability to actually work with you on 7 strategies. Okay, $999 one time, all right, and $199 a month. Again, that would be anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 a month. Where we're talking about seven strategies, guys. So this is a very, very powerful moment for you guys, and we definitely want to make sure that each and every last one of you see this. Now, what I do want to do before I leave this is that when it comes to these 3 packs, when it comes to the 199, you refer 4, guess what? You pay no more, right? You don't have to worry about that tuition no more. That $99 goes away. Now, when it comes to the elite, $499 down, $149 a month. If you refer 4 elite or higher, right? Now that 149 goes away. Okay. So when you look at, right now, what, ITSEC is doing, he's not just building his community, he's making sure his, tuition is gone. Like by the end of next week, guys, well, by the end of this weekend, it should be gone. He will have 4 people in his community, but we're going to keep on building it, right? Now, the 199 a month, if you're an Apex builder and you have Apex program, you refer 4 Apex members, guess what? that 199 goes away. Okay, so you're now going to school for free. You now have access to those strategies for free every month. So now, again, you're getting a free ride, as they call it in college, right? So that's important. Now, I want to introduce you to the actual visionaries, and then this is very, very key because these are people who, put this platform together. Now, I came along and came out of retirement. I was retired. Like I said, my wife and I, we've been blessed. We've learned from some very, very wise individuals who were extremely wealthy and had access to different programs and platforms that we were able to grow wealth in. So we didn't need the money. When we came out of retirement, we just saw the vision of this company and we saw how big this thing was going to be. And, I just want to make sure that you guys see it as well. So Winston Navarro, the CEO, huge heart. Guys did over $1 billion in sales revenue in different industries. JC Rangel, retired his mom by 29, made his first million before 30, and he's made a ton of money, multiple six figures in different industries from solar to coffee to commerce. And then you have Daniel Pacheco, who, guys, when I say own multiple companies and companies that he's actually owned, he's made over $1 million in a month. Okay? And companies where they had Bitcoin and crypto software companies, he made $1 million in a quarter, right? And so these are people who are helping us, or they built the platform first and foremost, but guys, we're already in Colombia. We're already in Dominican Republic. We're already in Mexico. We're going to right now. They are about to consume the Latin American markets. Period. Okay, and so, but you guys right now, there's nobody in Puerto Rico, again, that's out there building it big. That's of Latino descent and can actually capture that market the way that you guys can by working with us in this project. Okay, so let me go back here, and I want to make sure you guys understand this. So ITSEC only has two sales teams. This is where the positioning happens. Okay, as students and as builders. If you're going to build a community where that community is paying you 10, 15, $25,000 a month, or you're actually just a trader and you're learning a skill that can pay you 10, 15, $25,000 a month, it doesn't matter. But ITSEC has two sales teams, and now the people who are on this call, guy, when you look at when this call is over, some of you guys, and I would suggest if I'm I'm probably sending ITSEC a text message right now saying, send me the link. Okay. Send me the link because you want to make sure he gets your link and you get this link rather, and you sign up before everybody else does, because in this community, in our trading academy, it's about placements. So some of you are going to wake up tomorrow with people in your community, you don't know who they are, but they're going to contribute towards your income. As this is the very first of many, many calls that we're going to be doing. Okay, and so one on the left, one on the right. Okay, and as you see, you're going to have resources come to the table that want to learn how to trade and want to learn how to build. Okay, your real resources mixed in with JCL's resources, mixed in with ITSEC's resources, right? Mixed in with my resources. It's going to help you get to your goals fast, and that's what's going to help us help 1,000 families in Puerto Rico get to $5,000 a month before the end of next year. See, this company, you can make a lot of money, but you can't get to the top unless you bring people with you. Okay. So when you have a vision, you have a mission, okay, like we are about to create, people are going to want to come on board based on the good that it's going to do and the lives that it's going to change. So you want to make sure you get that link from ITSEC right away. You want to make sure that you have him send you that link and get yourself positioned. And if you have any questions, get your questions answered, after you get positioned, because questions are simple. Okay. Waking up one day with someone like ITSEC above you when he could have been beneath you and contributing to your income, and instead of now you're contributing to his, that's unforgivable. You don't want to put yourself in that position, right? So with that being said, I want to bring ITSEC to the line real quick here, and that way he can address his audience before we close out. So ITSEC, you want to say anything to your audience?
Of course, absolutely. So I think thank you for the opportunity, Samuel. Honestly, an honor to have you over here. And yeah, so basically what Samuel said is very important, and he's so right about what he said. we're actually building a team. So yeah, the company's called Build, but we're actually builders. What builders do is build. So we're gonna build teams of leaders, take leadership, and take it to the next level. Because one of the things that are gonna let the cash flow is making exceptional leaders. So if you want to make what you're trying to make, you gotta put your mind into it. So that's what I'm doing. That's what Giselle's doing. And that's what every one of you guys are doing. So we want to put our mind into it, and we want to build teams, right? So we build teams to expand ourselves. So you want to replicate what you're doing with another person. You're doing the right thing. That's what's giving you, the results you keep getting. So if what you're doing gives you results, why would someone else would? You know what I'm saying? So if you keep at it, you got to keep at it. You got to duplicate yourself. Whatever you know, you teach someone else. If you know something, if you know how to teach it. So, you got to learn how to teach the things you're doing right to get people doing things right. And if you got people doing what you're doing, not only you're building a team, but they're building a team. And the later you got a huge team and you got a lot of people under you, and you're all doing anything. That's when you actually become a builder, because you build a team. That's a little bit more of the concept. So I want to say it in Spanish. So, básicamente, Corillo, como lo dije en inglés, esto es bien importante para que ustedes entiendan la oportunidad. Nosotros aquí estamos construyendo. Así que nosotros estamos construyendo líderes que sean capaces, por si acaso, este Zoom no es para todo el mundo. Este Zoom es más para las personas que nosotros escogimos aparte y decidimos poner porque buscamos qué tipo de persona puede ser un líder, qué tipo de persona puede liderar. Estamos buscando liderazgo. Porque el Zoom que viene, vamos a hablar de un temita bien interesante que se llama Z y es de un Wi-Fi. Es algo súper interesante. No les quiero decir mucho en este Zoom ahora mismo porque lo quiero dejar para el próximo Zoom. Eso va a ser básicamente una de las primeras cosas que vamos a enfatizarnos como equipo para mover, y ustedes van a ver la visión como él. Ahora mismo, ¿verdad? Tenemos a Samuel, una persona exitosa, dándonos el ejemplo de cómo se hace. Pero la semana que viene vamos a dar un Zoom muy exitoso. Yesel y yo vamos a estar dando a cabo. Vamos a hablar sobre un producto porque Build no solamente, ¿verdad? Son descuentos de viaje y la academia de trading, que es bien importante, es bien valiosa esa academia, como esa ninguna. Pero también puedes vender productos bajo Build, y por eso nosotros contactamos vendedores, porque los vendedores le pueden, ¿verdad? A lo mejor no todos los vendedores le llama la atención el trading, pero lo más grande que aquí tenemos es diversificación. No solamente tenemos el trading, pero también tenemos el programa de venta. Y siendo un builder, puedes tener ambos. Así que esto es básicamente una universidad donde tú puedes coger cualquier producto que quieras coger y venderlo. Nosotros vamos a estar al paso con ustedes y enseñarles cómo mover ese producto, cómo mercadearse y cómo moverse. Porque seguimos como nosotros estamos queriendo hacer líderes excepcionales. Nosotros como líderes excepcionales tenemos que enseñarle a ustedes cómo vender el producto que ustedes quieran mover. Así que a la mano mía y a la mano de Yesiel y también Samuel, siempre lo tenemos ahí, nunca nos va a soltar. Él está pendiente con nosotros ahora mismo y nos está dando este valor. Ahora mismo vamos a salir a la calle y hacer que las cosas pasen, ¿verdad? Nosotros queremos ser constructores con builders, somos constructores y queremos construir equipos de personas que puedan llevar esto. Ahí mismo, como estaba Samuel explicando, ¿verdad? Lo de el ala derecha y el ala izquierda, es bien importante el crecimiento, porque sin crecimiento no llegas al tope. Pero es tan fácil crecer aquí porque el reward es tan grande que se cae de la mata, como quien dice. El reward es tan grande y usualmente estamos acostumbrados a estar enseñando a la persona, por ejemplo, en la industria de las placas de energía solar o en la industria de ventas de cosas para la casa. Estamos acostumbrados a enseñarles a alguien cómo hacer cosas, enseñarle a un grupo de personas y no sacarle nada a cambio. Pues aquí literalmente le sacas dinero por tu enseñar. Y pues eso es algo bien, bien grande que tenemos en esta plataforma, es algo bien importante que ahora mismo no todo el mundo está atacando eso en el mercado porque hay un problema bien grande, y es ese, que todo el mundo quiere enseñar pero nadie aprende. Disculpa, no es que nadie aprende, pero nadie le saca dinero a eso. Y pues queremos hacer que las cosas pasen. Y pues con esta plataforma que es mucho más diferente, pues queremos que cambiar todo, cambiar todo. Así que le dejo con Jessy un momentito, que Jessy también quiere decir unas palabritas a todos ustedes.
Yo,
Awesome.
familia.
Okay. So what I want to do right now also is I want to introduce, you guys to JCO, because JCO introduced me to ITSEC, and he talked to me about, how inspiring ITSEC was and how his work ethic is, and how ambitious he is, and that he would be a great candidate to work with me. And so JCL is another person who I really do appreciate as a human being. He's when we look at traders, and I interviewed a lot of different traders for the company. We wanted traders with character. We wanted traders who had a passion for trading and wanted to do the right thing by the traders. Right. And when you get to know JCL, he's 100% trading. That's that's all he cares about. Cares about teaching. Cares about educating. Cares about impacting people's lives, right? And so JCL is its ex senior partner in the company, and he's going to be accessible to you guys as well. But I definitely want to give you guys a chance to meet him. And JCL, if you would want to say hello to everybody, and let them know that you're here.
Yo, familia, what's good? Hope you're doing amazing. This has been an amazing call so far. I'm gonna be talking in English, then I'm gonna say Spanish for the Spanish speakers. I'm grateful with Isaac and Mr. Bean. Just for you guys have a little bit of context, when I met Mr. Bean, he said they're very selective people when it's about trading. They will look for quality before quantity. And also one of the things, so you guys can have a little bit of context, when we were on that process of meeting each other, I remember Samuel, Mr. Bean invited me to a call, and it was a really good call because, for me, it's very important to see the dynamic of the leadership in a company before joining, and looking at Mr. Bean and how people approach to him and the value he gives to him. I know the company was in good hands at the moment I saw that, and that's for me one of the most important things before joining a company, to knowing that we got some really good leadership, that we have decades of experience, because I know Samuel has been for a lot of time on the field. And I'm also someone that obviously my main expertise is trading, but when it's on building and growing companies, have been looking to Mr. Bean because I have a lot to learn, and I have been learning a lot from him lately. So, and that's very awesome to have as an experience, and also, to see this happening in front of my eyes. So, just to let you guys know, you guys see like the tools we're getting on in the trading side. Even though I know most of the people here that are on this call that is abroad and also abroad, they have some experience themselves. We're gonna be moving differently, right? We have the opportunity right now to be the pioneers here on the island, and also on some parts of the states that some people that are here, that even though they're from Puerto Rico, they're on the states. And you guys have the opportunity to expand in a company that doesn't only have knowledge to bring or trainings to have. You guys have the opportunity to monetize what you guys are learning. When I was in college, I was never able to monetize when I was learning. This is like the first actual time that people have the opportunity to not only get 3, 4, 5, or 6 types of incomes from one company, they can also learn and win at the same time. And if we base it on records, we have been for 4 weeks, almost 5 weeks straight, no losing days on trading. And we have been working hardly so people can have the tools necessary. For me, it's preparing traders, and for Itzhak and Samuel, Mr. Bean, they're actually bringing on the heat for you guys, so you guys can also be able to monetize. It's not the same trading without money to trading with money, and you guys have the opportunity to capitalize with build and get to the markets with capital. And that, for me, guys, if I will start from zero again, I will do it this way over and over again, because like Samuel said, I have other businesses. This is not like my only income, so, and trading might not be my only income. But he said I was talking about a fabric that I built before when the tariffs rised. My business got affected at that time, so that's making me rise prices here on the island when it's about doors and windows. But no business will cost $200 an entry fee or 99 per month. Okay, just for you guys to let you know, if I build a fabric there, to fabric windows and doors. I didn't waste $200 there. I didn't invest $200. It was way more expensive. So you guys have the chance to build up capital. We build, get a really good liquidity to start trading, to start, capitalizing and start investing wisely. Okay. So this is like the best way to do it. Before even jumping to the next step, which is investing big, you guys have to first get the liquidity, and this is a good way to start. So, ahora lo voy a decir en español para los que están aquí, que hablan español, para que tengan una idea, familia, ¿verdad? Yo les he hablado mucho a ustedes sobre la diversificación y les he hablado a ustedes sobre la importancia y de todo esto, y por eso pues me he unido aquí con Mr. Bean y con Itzhak. Sé que muchos tienen experiencia en el lado de las ventas, sé que muchos pues dominan esa área. Pero una de las cosas importantes, y se los puedo decir yo como trader, es la diversificación y uno pues ser pionero o ser el primero en este tipo de industria. Por ejemplo, aquí los que están de solar, los que son aquí de placas solares en Puerto Rico, si ustedes hubieran tenido la oportunidad de ser los partners con lo que ustedes saben ahora mismo, ustedes hubieran dado el paso a ser los primeros en comenzar en las placas. Pues la única diferencia es que aquí ustedes sí son los primeros y tienen diferentes productos para repartir. Tienen literalmente, obviamente ustedes ya están en su lado solar, pero lo que sería el lado de mi lado se pueden apalancar de trading. Llevo literalmente 4 semanas para 5 sin ningún losing day y están documentados públicamente. Lo he enviado a los grupos de ustedes. Que ese es el lado que yo domino, ¿verdad? Para eso, pues, estoy trabajando el lado de las ventas con Mr. Bean y con Isaac, porque literalmente sé que su main expertise es el lado de las ventas. Y pues, obviamente, nosotros vamos a estar trabajando también otros productos por encima del trading, que ustedes van a tener otras oportunidades de monetizar. Pero como estaba diciendo Isaac, probablemente en la industria donde ustedes se encuentran, que han entrenado a personas o le han dado este tipo de oportunidades, ustedes nunca han monetizado ese approach que ustedes han tenido con personas. La primera vez donde no solamente ustedes pueden ganarle sus ventas netas, sino que puedan monetizar ese approach y puedan literalmente obtener valuation o podemos decir monetización de ustedes preparar y crear líderes dentro de lo que sería esta compañía. Y si ustedes tuvieran la oportunidad de no solamente ganar por ventas netas, sino que ganar de manera residual, poder multiplicar lo que sería su capital dentro del mercado a la misma vez, también puedes ganar en diferentes productos en ventas netas. 5 o 6 entradas es mejor que una. Y también estaba explicando, yo tengo también negocios, yo tengo mis inversiones, tengo mis propiedades, tengo una fábrica de ventanas en Colombia, la cual cuando subieron los aranceles, pues me subieron casi un 50% del costo de aluminio. Eso significa que tengo que vender las ventanas más caras. Pero muchas personas que quieren propiedades, quieren negocios o quieren poder expandir su portafolio, son soñadores la mayoría, porque literalmente dicen, quiero esto, quiero propiedades, quiero lo otro, pero no tienen el plan A, que es conseguir liquidez. ¿De dónde tú vas a sacar el dinero para poder invertir en esas cosas? ¿Ok? So, esto, si ustedes me preguntaran cómo yo lo volvería a hacer, o si yo volviera a comenzar de cero, cómo yo lo haría, cogería una compañía como esta, que es económica, literalmente, una persona paga $200, tiene un monthly fee de $99 al mes. Ningún negocio y ninguna propiedad tú pagas $200 y 99 al mes. ¿Ok? Y te da la oportunidad de expandir tu portafolio, adquiere liquidez, multiplica tu capital, puedes literalmente invertir en los mercados, puedes seguir ganando de ventas netas más por encima residual. Cuando tienes liquidez, ahora sí, puedes moverte a expandirte a negocios, puedes moverte a expandirte a propiedades, lo que tú quieras hacer. Pero un deseo sin un plan de ejecución es solamente un sueño. Y por lo menos aquí en Puerto Rico estamos llenos de soñadores, no estamos llenos de ejecutores. So, la única manera en la que eso va a cambiar es que ustedes pues tengan un plan estructurado y el plan estructurado debe ser primero obtener liquidez, estar en una buena posición para hacerlo, al ser los primeros en la isla. Son mis recomendaciones que aprovechen esta oportunidad, contáctense con Ixar, la persona que los trae esta llamada y no pierdan la oportunidad de diversificar, especialmente reconociendo que estamos en una isla 100 por 35, donde si estamos vendiendo un producto de venta neta, que es un producto que se vende solamente una vez, no es para siempre. ¿Ok? So, es saber posicionarse en una tendencia y antes de que eso se vuelva tendencia, ustedes haber sido los primeros. Así es como funciona. Si hubieran sido los primeros en comprar Bitcoin, ahora mismo fueran millonarios. Probablemente no lo hicieron porque pues fueron personas que hicieron eso tarde. Ahora, ustedes tienen la oportunidad de ser los primeros. So, aprovechen esa oportunidad, dominen el juego, están en una buena posición. So, literalmente en 30 90 días podemos cambiar el juego aquí en la isla y también pues, en diferentes estados. So, I'm gonna pass it back to Mr. Bean. I just translated what I said to them so they can have an understanding.
No
I'm
hay problema,
excited.
señor. No hay problema. It's all good. Todo bien, right? So this is what we want to do. Okay, guys, this is very, very important. Like I said, and I just got a text message from Itzhak. He said, "Hey, I'm already getting text messages from people who want the link." Beautiful. Muy inteligente, right? Is that's very, very smart. So you're the type of people who we want to work with directly because you get it. Positioning is key. Now, what I want to do is ITSAC has a goal right now for the end of the month, and it's 50 people. Okay, you guys get 50 people. Well, let's do this. You guys get 40 people. Okay, in the market, enrolled in the system. Okay, builder packs are better. And what's going to happen is we'll do an event. Okay, I'll come to Puerto Rico early December. Okay, and I'll stay a couple of days and we'll do some trainings. We'll do some presentations, right? And we'll take that 40 that you guys get, and we'll turn it into 200 by the end of the year or the first quarter, the very very end of January. So between December, and January, we take the 200, the 40, and turn it into 200. And so we'll just start creating income stories and income stories and income stories for people in that market in Puerto Rico. So just know this: Project 1000. Everybody should be adopting that phrase. We're going to help, and when people ask you what that is, we're going to help 1,000 families in Puerto Rico earn $5,000 a month, and before the end of the next year, okay, by trading and with residual income. Okay, so Itzhak, get with him right away. Get your links right away. Get your questions answered. And Itzhak, if once we finalize this call, if you have anyone who has questions, I'll make myself available to answer on a three-way, and everybody will get their own private game plan session. So once you get started, we'll get a chance to have a conversation with you and show you how this is going to work for you. But first movers advantage, guys, get started. Don't let a three-figure decision, right? 199, 499, or 999 keep you from having a multiple six-figure or seven-figure lifestyle. Okay, so I'll leave you guys with that. It's that great job, great turnout. JCL, thank you for jumping on. And guys, we'll see you guys at the top. We'll see you guys at the bank. And we'll definitely see you guys on the beaches of Puerto Rico. All right. Take care, guys. Bye bye.